It is time for us to build, hopefully, what will hopefully be a lunar lander. Let's see here. I have, that was the Tiger mission, was the Kerbal space mission. And it's still based on this one, so this is going to be Tiger 4. Right? Is that how it is? Space dash space 4. Okay. And this very well may end up being a separate Let's Build. But we're going to be building a lot of stuff here. Okay, we need to build a moon landing capable craft. So, I'm going to strap on... Oh, we didn't grab that other science. Oh, wait. It's under science. I'm such a nerd. Okay, we're going to turn that around. And we'll attach our mystery goos to it. 2 of them, of course. This whole capsule needs to come down and land safely. So put a decoupler there and parachute the crap out of it. A couple of parachutes there. A couple of more parachutes there. And I am keeping a little bit of eye, try to keep an eye on my budget. All right. Now, this thing will need a battery. How about we stick it right there? In the name of science, we're going to grab the old antenna, and I think it's, oops. Yes, it's shift, and then the WASD keys to get a little bit of control. We'll just stick it there that way. That way we can transmit a little bit of data. What if I did this? These guys, move them up. These guys, I kind of want 2 of them, just in case, because I'm going to be using a fair amount of power, and I don't have any way to regain power. I don't have any solar panels or anything like that. Okay, so now, we need a little ascent stage to get us back from Moon to Kerbin. And that is that. So, that's that stage altogether. Hang on, let me make sure I have all this done right. Yep. Okay. Now, this stage is separate. Okay. Since I don't have the fuel lines, I need to do something that looks about like this. Propulsion, grab these larger fuel modules, put them here, and a little aerodynamic. Where's aerodynamic? There it is, to cap off these cones. No clipping action going on. Good. And this propulsion, each of these needs to have their own engine, because I don't have fuel lines. And lastly, this is pretty ambitious, actually. In fact, I might be over-engineering this. If I'm just going to do an orbit. If I'm just going to do orbits for the first time. No, I'm going to try this episode to actually land this sucker on the moon. That would be awesome. Okay, now. Excuse me. We need a couple of these with a nice powerful engine. Hopefully that's enough to propel us from Kerbin's orbit to the moon. I'm chewing on some ice. But now we're going to attach up. Well, let's make sure my staging is correct so far. This is the last stage. Yes, this stage activates when those separate. This stage and this stage can go together. Yeah, these 3 engines and that one. Yep. This engine. Okay, now back to staging. So, What do I have in my sub-assemblies? I don't have anything useful. So I need to make a new launching vehicle that is going to have enough juice to get this thing really going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Big engines down there. Structural. We'll add some space tape just to add some extra structural stability to those things. Like that. This is a pretty massive rocket. So far, 31,000 funds to build it. And we're going to be using these Brockomax BACC solid fuel boosters. Three of them to get us kicked off. And with aerodynamic, bam. Okay, I know that I'm going to need some atmospheric control here, so we'll put on some fins. There it is, Tiger 4. This one is moonbound. I'll save what I have so far. Once again, go over my staging. All engines go at once. This cut decoupler and that engine can go at the same time. Those things will fall off on their own. Okay, let's add on these guys. And one other thing we want to do for structural is, once again, get in here with some space tape. And just space tape these things down so that they're nice and stable. Okay, that should get us at least to the moon, if not landed on the moon. This is going to be a manned mission. And in order to ensure my safety, I am going to take things one step at a time. So this whole thing should be capable of getting me into orbit. If it's not capable of getting me into orbit all by itself, then we will probably abort and come back and try again. This thing should be able to get me to the moon pretty much by itself, maybe with the help, a little bit of the help of these guys. But mostly this should be able to get me at least in encounter trajectory to the moon. If it can't all by itself, then we will seriously consider aborting based on how much of this we use. These guys need to be able to establish orbit and bring us down to a landing and pretty much all the way down to the surface of the moon, all by themselves. And then this, which should be enough to get us up and back from the moon all by itself. So if we use any of this during landing, or if it looks like we need to use any of this during landing, we are going to abort back to orbit and come back. So, but by that time, we'll have collected so much science and everything that this mission will not be a complete failure. This is me spending 41,000 funds on a moonshot. If this doesn't pan out, we can always do one of those rescue missions. Those are actually quite lucrative. I don't have an abort sequence set up for this. Oh, I do. I could do some action groups though. No. I don't have anything. I don't have a whole lot of scientific experiments. It'd be nice if I had more scientific experiments to bring with me, but that's just too bad. All right, one last save and launch. Solid fuel, separation. Oh no, our rocket is horribly falling apart. Well, alright, let's load up this rocket and see what the heck was wrong. Tiger 4. I am suspicious that the only thing I can think of excuse me, the only thing I can think of was that these things were not at the right point of the center of gravity, so that when they decoupled, they sort of spun in instead of spinning out. So, let's just make sure. That they're a little bit better. Okay, now structural. And the other thing that's a possibility is that applying space tape at the top gave them an issue, so we'll apply space tape at the bottom instead. Okay, let's once again go through all my staging. Yep. Decouple. Decouple, decouple, decouple. Okay, so none of that has changed. Let's try this one more time. We're running out of money quickly. That loss was super expensive.